Welcome to the Hen House. This episode is going to be showcasing my Black Star Minnie, and we're going to go over a little bit about her breed. So, you may be asking, what is a Black Star? Well, a Black Star is kind of a hybrid between a Rhode Island Red rooster and a Barred Rock hen. Now, Black Stars can vary in their appearance since they are not a purebred. And if you were to Google it, you would get variations. Minnie is very, very pretty. She has a little bit of a sheen to her feathers that is kind of a green tint. Um, she is a brown egg layer, but Barred Rocks and Rhode Island Reds both lay brown eggs. So makes sense that she's going to lay brown eggs. Um, she's actually pretty good size. She's larger, if you notice in the videos with her walking around with the rest of the flock. She's actually larger than Ginger, who's a leghorn, and she's also larger than one of the Barred Rocks. So they do actually get to be decent size, and they do have pretty good dispositions. Now, Minnie is actually the youngest chicken in my flock. I ended up getting all three of the Barred Rocks the same week and then decided the next week to go back and get two more. Unfortunately, my Easter egger didn't make it, but they took right to Minnie. She was just kind of at the bottom of the pecking order, which is ironic because now she's one of the biggest birds, but she still is bottom of the pecking order just because she's the youngest, and that's kind of the way it's always been. One thing that I love about Minnie, though, is she will let me pet her. I'll walk right up to her and she'll let me just kind of like pet her on the back. She doesn't run off. So she has a really sweet disposition and she is good with the other chickens, as you've seen, other than when there's food in the mix and then she gets a little feisty. But even then, she is actually fine. So, why did I choose to get a Black Star? Well, I did a lot of research online because I really wanted to look for two things that were important to me. And the first thing was making sure that I had a chicken that would be able to survive the heat. Here in Texas, as you can imagine, if you've never been here, it gets hot. And out here in the hill country, Ginger's first summer, it was 108. And I am just so thankful that she made it. Um, and so I really wanted to look for breeds that were hardy, and Black Stars are very hardy because Barred Rocks and Rhode Island Reds both are. And so I looked for hardiness, and then I also wanted to make sure I had a good egg layer. As much as I love the chickens, they do serve a purpose. And so I really wanted to focus on a breed that I would be able to get a decent amount of eggs per year out of. So heat hardy and egg laying were my two top priorities whenever I chose to start doing research. And if you are thinking about getting chickens or you're thinking about adding to your flock, hopefully you are doing your homework on that too to see what survives best in your climate. I know some folks live, up north or the Pacific Northwest or just up on the eastern seaboard, and your breeds will vary a little bit more than mine will. Just because you may be looking for a more cold hardy breed, but I was looking for something that could survive here in the heat. So that was more of my driving factor. And I'm thrilled that I've got her. I think she is a great addition to the flock. Like I said, she gets along well with others, other than when there's watermelon or eggs involved. But past that, she's a winner. Since I did touch on egg production, I do want to mention that Black Star chickens lay roughly an average of about 5 eggs per week. So, on average per year, that's roughly around 250 to 300 eggs a year. So, they are very good egg producers because they also come from very good egg producers. Well, hopefully you found this information informative and useful to you and will help you in your journey if you are trying to grow your flock. and start to doing more research into separate breeds to see what'll work best for you. I'm also curious to know what y'all's favorite chicken breeds are. So if you've got one, leave them in the comments below. And if you found this useful, maybe you might consider liking and subscribing here to the Hen House. Well, thanks for watching. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye.